Welcome to Coley Crowns. I'm Ashante.
And I'm Lori, and welcome to our Queendom. We're back. We're back.
Yes,
We're back.
we're back to discuss Married at First Sight. So,
Yes.
if you've been following us, we've had some other topics that we've been discussing, including another dating show, Love on Stage. Go check those out if you haven't already. But we're back to focus on Married at First Sight for this episode. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So, well, first, let me ask Lori, you have anything you want to add or you want to jump us off on with this?
I don't want to say it too early, but I don't know if I can make it past this season, y'all. I don't know. Maybe this was like my guilty pleasure during the pandemic because that's where I started. But I just feel like it's just crashing and burning for me. I'm not excited from week to week to be like, oh, let me, watch the next episode. I just like, it's decision day tomorrow. I need decision day to be tomorrow.
Two more weeks after this past week episode, but we know how that goes.
They're gonna stretch it out.
It'll be another month. Yeah.
It's gonna be 4 more episodes for 2 weeks. That's what it's gonna be. Cause then they gotta, what's next? They gotta go back. They're gonna have a regular week back. Then they gotta separate. Then they have decision day usually over 2 episodes.
So, like we've been doing, we've kind of been like, okay, we'll recap 2 or 3 episodes in one video. That's what we'll continue to do. So what we said, we haven't recapped since like 3 weeks ago. So this will have to be like 4 episodes into one. We're not gonna hit everything, but we'll do the highlights. So we'll go couple by couple. I'm gonna leave Johnny and Bao and Michaela and Zach for the end. So let's start with Merlin and Gil. I mean,
quiet sleepers.
They are doing well. It's not too much to really talk about with them other than what we thought from the beginning with her spending is going to be this big issue. Not really an issue.
So, I don't know. Was that an issue for people that she liked to spend money, or a big issue for Gil?
So the editing, right? They had it with his boys and stuff when they were talking about, oh, she like these nice things.
Yeah.
They were making it really seem like, can she really afford to be doing all that, buying all this luxury? And then she showed her bank account and he got real quiet. It wasn't nothing else he could say. She can afford.
I was more concerned with her attitude, which she would have to work on that. And I know they addressed it a little bit in this episode 14. But yeah, the spending, unless she was destitute, then I guess she was fine with that. But I guess they did play up, oh, I'm frugal, I don't need this, I don't need that. And she was like, no, but I need my lashes.
I'm not changing.
Which I don't like, by the way. You spend all that money and those lashes look just, I don't know. I don't understand it. Well, I'm not a lashes kind of person, but it just doesn't look natural. Don't they have like little, like when they do the individual, they look like, oh, those could be your lashes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you don't have the ones that be like,
well,
and you like blink. Those just would not work for her.
No, but every time she blinks, it annoys me because it don't look right on her. I don't know. But anyway.
But her attitude, I think, yes. I think now that always was in the background, but that's now become the main focus of the relationship. And I don't know. I think too, over time, she'll just continue to warm up and that it'll kind of start changing. But it's not going to be overnight. And that was the conversation they had this past week's episode. And she was like, I'm not going to change overnight. I'm working on it. Give me a chance to, have a better attitude about things, So I think it can still work out with those.
So you think they're saying yes on decision day and yes long term?
Right now? Yeah, I think so. I think I can see it. Now, that was not my original prediction, but now after watching it, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You? No.
I could probably see a yes on decision day because we're so close and they're on a good trend. I still don't see it long term, but I could just be totally wrong. Maybe this got to be one couple make it out of this alive, child. It's gonna be Squid Game. Everybody gonna
die. Did you watch that?
Nope.
Oh, I want to say.
It's just I don't have time. I have a 2-year-old, can't watch Squid Game with her.
Oh my gosh! But you got it though. Okay. Anything else with those two from?
I thought it was cute that now she wants her own dog. Random. And she's like warming up to Hype, walking Hype, and all this kind of stuff. They took Hype on the trip, the little out of town trip, and she didn't lose it, but typical Mirla come in. You see when she fell?
Yes, she's like, don't put that in.
I was dying. I was like, where are you going with these? Where are you going?
So their retreat is a couple's retreat. They go to this barn, like to a farm. And here she comes in her little platform, high heel shoes, and about to twist her ankle trying to get through the door.
And he did not even try to catch her. It's like, why did he try to catch her? My husband's like, he got all them bags and stuff.
Right.
She baited though. She didn't follow it all the way down. She caught herself.
No, she just did that clink clink and the ankles give out on you.
Oh my God. And then she was just like, wait a minute, we're all like in the same area.
They're in the
like,
bathroom. I kind of with her on that one,
She was just like, oh no, I would prefer like our own cabins. Like, what is this? So yeah, they had to go in this little barn thing. And I was just like, okay. So yeah, I don't really have much about them over the last couple of weeks. They're just on an upward trend right now. Things are changing.
They are.
And she's giving kisses left and right. And
very physical. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's going well. Oh, wait, we didn't talk about drunk Mirla. So drunk Mirla. She met with Dr. Pepper. They had the whole, so episode 13 was when they met with the Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal. Where are you? What questions?
Halfway mark of the marriage.
Right. So she come in. She said she had 25-cent martinis. Where at?
25. I missed that.
Where at? That's why she was inebriated. She came up in there and she was just like,
she was feeling real good.
But she told Gil later she thought it was going to be boring. So maybe that's why she went out and was just like, well, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to loosen up a little bit. Yeah, loosen up a little bit. So she went in there. She was giggling and stuff, trying to focus. I know how that is. You have a little something, you having a serious conversation, you got to be like, I'm focused. Yeah. Yes. All of that. Yes. She was so Dr. Pepper was just like, by the way, you're not sober, but we're
right. Like, just go ahead and notate that.
So yeah, they didn't really have much, but I just thought drunk Mirla was having a ball.
Yeah. It was good to kind of see that, came from the alcohol, but to see that side, because she has always been so kind of like just
reserved.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. I don't have nothing else.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go with Brett and Ryan. Yeah. I feel now for sure I see them as Jacob and Haley from last season.
Oh, really?
Like Brett is the one that's trying, kind of like Jacob, and doing it, and Ryan is the one that's just like, he not really trying. He keeps saying he is, but he ain't really doing.
Yeah. So let's talk about episode 14. They go out of town. He then, I'm gonna mix up different episodes. I can't focus on one. Basically, he's calling her messy. He has this whole recording.
He was so wrong for that.
And he was just like, this is what I have to deal with. And it was really bad. I can't even say. Usually it's like, oh, there's people that are neat freaks that are like, even just a little pile of paper would freak them out. It was like, it was stuff.
It was like a mini horror episode. She's in a separate room, right? Because they're not even sleeping in the same room. And everything was a mess. Clothes everywhere in the red room, in the
shower,
the bathroom was.
What in the world was going on?
So embarrassed. Yes.
So he does this whole video diary of this. I don't think he's ever told this girl anything about her being messy. And it's like, why wouldn't you say something? You living in the same house, okay? He's basically sleeping in the other room or on the couch. I guess because the other room bed, maybe he doesn't like it.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought he was just in another room.
No, but he was saying, oh, I would like something with his back. And so she was like, well, do you want to sleep in that room? I could sleep in the other room. And so she ended up moving out of the room. Not moving out, but he wanted to sleep in the bed that she was sleeping in. So to me, why would that bed matter than the other bed? So I feel like that's why I picked up that he's like, I don't want to sleep over here again, like in the couch.
Okay.
So she ended up sleeping in the room, whatever. And I'm like, so what is the real issue? Because you're making it seem like she's messy, but you won't tell her that. And you could sleep in the room, in the bed, in a messy room. And then he shows a video again, episode 14, he shows another video of her messiness. And I'm like, why don't you just tell a girl instead of you doing these video diaries of her being messy?
And putting it out on national TV like that.
And so I was like, I don't think I know he doesn't like her. It's not that I don't think he doesn't like her. I know he doesn't like her, but he just won't say.
He won't say it. And the messiness is not the root cause of why. He's trying to use it, but it's not. And in the conversation he had with his sister, she was like, if it was like some supermodel who lived just like this, wouldn't you put up with it? And he was kind of like, well, yeah, I probably would.
Exactly. And that's what I was telling my husband, because I was like, if you are into a girl or a woman, sorry, not a girl, if you're into a woman and that is the one thing you don't like, you telling me you're not going to want to be with that girl? Or you'll just say something, hey, I'm not like
messy. This is not how I like to live.
Can we just get a hamper? Can we like just move everything like here or whatever? And you're gonna help through that if you like everything else about them. Once you don't like a person, everything is like, oh well, she's messy, like, or she don't eat breakfast, or she like
eat breakfast.
She don't do this, she don't do that. So that's where it was just like, now he's just focusing on whatever he feels like focusing on because he don't want to be with her.
Yeah, he does. And that's what, like, he's always like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna try. And like she said, you talking, or somebody said, you talking to everybody else except her.
Except for her.
So he's talking to Johnny about her, how he
Johnny, his sister. Of all people.
It's like everybody except her. And Brett is like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna make it easy. You gonna have to tell me exactly how you feel.
But I mean, at this point, it's been 8 weeks.
When
they meet that's when things start going down for her, because she was just like, I'm over trying and you not giving
me. It's like 4 weeks. 4 weeks in, yeah, halfway.
Oh, 4 weeks.
The whole thing is 8 weeks.
So I think what made her start changing is she's at a halfway point. She over it. I know, like I saw online, people were like, well, why didn't she ask what Dr. Pepper told her to ask, or Pastor Cal told her to ask him about when did he start kind of falling out of the process? And I'm thinking about it, she don't want to know that. Nobody needs to know when you don't like me no more. I felt that you don't like me no more. We don't sleep together. We don't do nothing together. It's over.
Yeah, I thought she knew that happened pretty much. She even mentioned right when they got back from the honeymoon.
So she don't need his answer. She don't need him to answer that. What she needs is you say why you don't like me and leave. Or that, okay, I didn't feel this way. Now I'm going to start doing something. I don't need to know when you start not liking me. What does that do for me? You know what I mean? And then when she met with his sister, and his sister says, oh, well, he started acting like that when he came back. Oh, maybe he's like interested, like he's distracted. He's interested in someone else. Her whole world was probably just like, well, what the heck?
I was kind of like, why did she tell her that?
That was sabotage. That was sabotage. Because you know why? What I was thinking, because, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist, that she probably liked the other girl that he's probably pining over. And so she was just like, I'm with you, girl. I don't know why he signed up for this show. We need to get y'all back together. So that could be the whole catalyst, because I can't imagine your own sister that you have a good relationship with would say to her, not to you, what's going on with you? Are you distracted? Are you still thinking about Lisa, Kelly, Renee, LaShondra, whatever?
Wait, is this DMX?
Are you thinking about you know, one of these country girls that she was into? Why would you tell her this? It would just seem so, like, to me, it seemed very vindictive. It didn't sound like something that made sense to me, right? And so now this girl's already down, and then you give her that. Now she's just like, well,
why am I in this? Like, yeah, she's definitely done checked out of this relationship, I think. And I was like, yes, Brett, at the retreat, when he was like, oh yeah, we can sleep in the same room. She was like,
sleep where?
Huh?
With who?
We don't sleep in the same room back home. How? Like all of a sudden now you,
because what?
What changed?
No. She's like, I wasn't thinking that. Mm-mm. And so I know a lot of guys sometimes because I think that was his whole issue, is that he didn't want to make a scene. He didn't want everybody else to know what was happening, except for when he tells them what's happening, because he's telling everybody, he's telling her, right? So he figured, well, she's not going to go around and make this an issue when there's, you know, certain beds. No, we gonna do like what we do at home, and you figure out what you're gonna do, because you figure out what to do when we at home. Period. So then Bow and Johnny are out there, and Johnny comes in. Oh, I know we're not talking about Johnny, but this situation right here, Johnny came in and was just like, where am I going to sleep? Oh my gosh, where am I going to sleep? What is gonna happen here? So as soon as Brett was just like, we're not sleeping together. And then Johnny was like, oh, maybe the boys can sleep together and whatever. Yeah, we can do that. I was like, shut up. Be quiet. Bow was over just like, whatever. I got a child over here.
I was out of it too.
So yeah, I was just like, good for you, Brett. And that's when he noted something about her coming home late. I guess when they had their heart to heart later, about how she said, hey, this is what I'm not feeling about you. You can't just say things, do things, and then expect me to come on a vacation trip and sleep in the same bed with you when we don't do this at home. Right. Mm-hmm. And so he was like, well, I thought we were getting better after, you know, we had our conversation with Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal, that, you know, I was going to try harder and do better, whatever. but you were coming home at like 2:00 in the morning. Like one Monday you came home 2:00 in the morning. Another one you came home 2:00 in the morning. She's living her best life. Y'all have plans?
All right.
Y'all was doing something?
But
did you have dinner for me? Were we having cocktails? So she made plans.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how you, just because now in your brain you feel like I'm going to do better. How did you relay that to the person that you're in a relationship?
Talk to her. Open your mouth. Say something. Let her know. But yes.
Oh, last thing I want to talk about is the gift that they gave to her, like the little cookies, and they had like the little memorial service for Baxter. Oh, that was cute. Yeah. Because I was just like, what kind of cookies are those? And they were like, oh no, these are human
cookies, right?
They look like some dog cookies. I was like,
they were in the shape of the dog bone, right? Yeah.
Like, are these for hype? Like, what are we doing?
I thought that was nice too. So yeah, so if we didn't mention that from previous episodes, her dog had died and then she got this going on. So poor little thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Rachel and Jose.
Oh, I forgot about them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they seem to have gotten over their incident a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Jose still lying, talking about it was an accident. Just be real, dude. Just be real. Say you were upset and what happened. I'm sorry. Mean it and move on. But he's still lying, talking about, oh no, it was an accident. So they've gotten over that. And they seem to be doing better. Yeah, I don't think anything else really about those two.
No, I mean, I think we missed when she was talking about how she can have a really bad attitude if she doesn't get to travel.
During the summer. Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't think that was a big deal. I think they were trying to make something bigger than it was. But she made a comment that she hadn't been in a relationship during the summer. She's a teacher, works in the school system. So normally her summer is free. So she's traveling. So she was like, if I have to come move into your house and be stuck here all summer, you're going to have to deal with the attitude that's going to come with it. And he was like, oh, like this is a red flag or whatever. But I don't think that's going to be a big deal for them.
Yeah, there was really nothing else that is going on with them. So is that still a no? You think they would say yes on decision day?
I think they'll say yes on decision day. Yeah. After that, no, not too sure. Okay. So now to where all the drama starts with these last two couples. Man. So bow, girl.
I was like, where is the instructors? Where is the safety coordinator? Why they got this lady with live rounds looking back? She's like, oh, I got a bug on me.
And then it went off. She's like, oh. So they were clay shooting and Bao is with the gun and beware.
And Johnny with this full-on cowboy outfit.
Oh my God.
Is sitting in the back with Brett and they're just terrified. What? Bao with this gun.
I would be too. She'll be the one that turn around and accidentally just go off.
Oh my God. I was just like, this girl just shot. And Ryan is in the back like, you have a gun. Put it down. Look forward. Put it right here. I'm like, you're the safety coordinator?
Yeah.
No, you're. But yeah, let's talk about Johnny and Bao.
Oh, so much has happened these last couple episodes with these two. They started out to appear to be so strong, like they were going to be the couple that was going to make it. that has quickly gone down the drain. I mean, Johnny he's the worst. I want so much better for Bao, like right now. So Johnny, I don't know if I can we'll talk through it. So part of it is Johnny wants to slow things down now, right? He has all these issues with Val. So they had that group dinner and she was talking about how all the things she was talking about all the things that she does, and he's just like, she's a lion, she doesn't do all of that. They met with Pastor Cal, like virtually, and he's like, she doesn't do any of that stuff. And Pastor Cal's like, well, what do you do? And she's like, we do it together. So Pastor Cal's like, so she is doing it, but she's not. Yeah, we're doing it together.
But what are you doing, Johnny? Johnny, what you doing? What are you doing? Tell me.
This dude, I don't have words anymore. I'm just like, he has mentally checked out and is ready to go, and just go.
But he's to me, he's not mentally checked out. I think he's checked out, but he's also playing games with this girl. Meaning he's being very manipulative. He's very mean.
Very mean. Oh yeah,
calculated.
We're about to get into that part. Yeah.
So that's why I mean that he's not meant like mentally checked out. It's like
you just kind of like whatever, okay, but like yeah, he's
but to me he's very like, it's like when he's backed into a corner, he wants Bao to look like the bad person. He is just like, he just says like the worst things you could say to a person.
Oh, mean.
And then you're just expected to just move on past that.
So right. So when he was meeting with when both of them were meeting with Pastor Cal, her sitting right there, he was like literally, I wish I was married to anyone else.
Anybody else?
Anyone else but her. She's sitting right there. Then they meet with, he met with Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper was like, what you said is mean. You should not, you need to apologize, all the stuff. Then they meet back up and he's still being mean and saying things. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was still bad. Like, it was like, Johnny. Did you just...
I don't know what he wants though, because even on the episode before they went on the retreat, right? He was like, man, this week has been great. These last 2 days have been great, blah, 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 blah. So what is your problem today? Why we have to have another? Everything's going okay. Everything's going fine. What else are we talking? What's the complaint today? I don't understand. Now we have another complaint at the end of a good week. She didn't do nothing. He just was just like, I don't know. And I'm like, what the crap?
She was just like, you know what? Okay, we're basically at this friend, I don't know, lower than the friend level. It's like, hi, how are you today?
Right. I'm back.
That's the conversation.
Never met you before. So they got to meet again for the third time.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Yes. And then it's just like, then it's like, what's weird to me is that he can't even have a normal conversation like an adult. You're talking, I feel this way, you feel this way, this is what I see, this is what you see. And then in the middle of that, he's like,
he blows up and runs away.
No one's yelling. Nobody, just because somebody disagrees with you, then you're gonna have a whole meltdown. How old are you?
Meltdown. So the one, he runs into the room, Bao's doing her little confessional, then you hear him yelling in the background.
Oh, screaming. Yes.
Sir, you just making yourself look horrible.
It's just so weird. I'm just like, and it's nothing to me. Like, even what Bao said, she's like, everything that we've had issues with, it seems all minor. Like, it's things that you discover about people. Right. Maybe I don't like this. I'm going to tell you I don't like this. How can we work on it together to change it? Why is that not the end of the conversation? He gets so like, no, but that's not what you do. And how can you be like, we're just not compatible. We're just not just say, I don't want to be with you.
Just, yeah, that's what it is.
Stop it.
Just say that.
What is wrong with you?
Just say that, because everything is, he makes it so much bigger. And like you said, it'll just be like a conversation. You know how she speaks very soft, and she's just like, Johnny, I just don't understand.
Right.
Tell me. And he just like, because I guess she's staying kind of calm, that is what probably irritates him more. And that makes him blow up. Like if she was yelling and whatever, I don't know, maybe that would be different. He wouldn't. I just feel like that's what irks him even more, that she stays relatively very calm and everything. But those two, Johnny, I just want
terrible.
Better for Bao now. Yes, just bye.
He's so terrible. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Counselor Gill, you've been quiet lately. These last couple of episodes, I haven't heard nothing from Counselor Gill. They need you. Because they be saying a whole bunch of foolishness.
Well, that's the thing. They still kind of giving this front that they you know, they have a couple issues, but not like, and making it seem as bad, I guess, as it is. And so maybe he doesn't know that they really are going through it, that he could give his advice.
Listen,
he seems to be.
He's saying some good stuff now.
He do though. Honestly, he do. Yeah. At the retreat, right? So as Lori mentioned, that night it was the four of them, Brett, Ryan, Bao, and Johnny sitting out there. And so Johnny came in like they've been sleeping in a separate room. So he was like, there's not enough room. So all of us sleep separate rooms. So the girls end up getting their own rooms. Johnny ended up getting a room, and then Ryan.
After they played rock, paper, scissors in the kitchen.
And yeah, because I was like, wait, y'all gonna share a room? I know y'all ain't about to share the same bed. Right. Like, how's this about to work out?
I thought somebody was gonna just lay on the ground or something.
But that's what I thought too. But then, I mean, I guess the couch is better than the ground. Yeah. So Ryan ended up on the couch. So I want to segue to, are we done with them? Because I was going to segue to Michaela and Zach. So Bao doing that whole scene when Michaela and Zach, they got into it, which we're about to talk about. She like peeping out the door, girl. Hilarious. Because that showed me like looking through the blinds when something happened outside.
But no, looking through the blinds would be more conspicuous than just having the door
her
open,
face
not
is in the
saying
door.
anything. Her whole face, it's like,
yeah, right there. That was her face, her lips, and everything.
I was like, is she still standing there?
She watched the whole thing. It was like it was a movie. She was just, all she needed was her popcorn, like, ooh.
And then I was like, wait a minute. Johnny slept through this entire altercation. How?
I guess, I don't know. How did you
sleep through slamming doors? She stole this man's suitcase. She came back out, screamed, and turned over benches.
Wait. So let's wait.
I know. I'm just saying the things that happened. She was screaming. Johnny woke up like, what?
What happened? Where's the other two come?
Where did everybody go? What?
I don't know how he did it either.
All right, go ahead. Let's talk about this foolishness.
Okay, so Zach and Michaela, which we know from the beginning, they've been
a roller coaster of a mess.
Them two, it was just, they never worked through from the beginning anything that's come up. It's just kind of like they talk, but not really talk about the situation. And then they kind of like, okay, we'll move on. So like when they started talking about they love each other, I was just kind of like, that's not love. I don't know what y'all feeling right now.
Where that came from.
So
actually, I do know where it came from. That was good sex.
Pow. From night 2, day 2. Yeah.
That's all that was. Cause I was just like, what? Excuse me? What was that? I don't know.
And they both said it. So it was like, even like her, I was like, okay. But him, I was like, why are you really feeling that?
But they never ever said that they wanted to stay married. So I don't understand how you are in love with someone where you're not even sure about decision. If they've never been sure about decision.
So I mean, there's so much that don't happen with them.
Yeah.
But like, so one episode, right? They got into it because they were talking about whether they're going to stay married or not, and they both said no. They would say no on decision day if it was like today. And then they do their little video camera, and he is doing it. And she said no, but then she said, no, I didn't say no.
I don't think so.
It was so
I'm not sure now. Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, well, did Zach misunderstand her? But this episode lets me believe, no, Michaela is just.
She gets emotional. I think she gets emotional and she's feeding off of him. So if he's a no, she's a no. If he's, I don't know either. And so could just based on the whole conversation they had when he was just like, what are we doing tonight? Like, because we had a bad conversation, it wasn't good, whatever. She's like, what? You don't want to sleep with me? And he's like, well, I'm not saying that. I just saying I don't like how that conversation worked out. But if you're not comfortable with me not sleeping with you, then I might as well go home. Well, then you could go home. Fine, go home. He's like, well, I'm not just gonna go home. I came with you. So I want to make sure you're good.
You're talking about at the retreat. I thought you were talking about that night with that fight. I was just talking about because
but nothing happened with that. No, but that's why I get it, because we didn't see the full fight with the dueling cameras, right? We saw the full fight when they were at the retreat and how she kind of flipped back and forth with saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, maybe. So I can see how she probably did say no. She probably did say, I don't know. She probably said no again. Then she probably said, I don't know. But it's through the whole conversation that if he says no, then I say no too. And now I'm mad. You know what I mean? So when I saw how they rewind the tape with the retreat, I was like, okay, she said everything in one conversation.
So I think, I'm still was talking about when they had the diary cam from like
I know.
Okay. I know. And so you're saying about how they did that the same
just thing. As an example.
Okay.
The way how she handled that situation.
That's what happened.
Every single thing.
Right.
And then she also said she never said it, but they rewinded and she
did say that. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Since we didn't see the whole thing, maybe she did say no. And he gets like tied into, well, no, you did say that. Oh my God, I can't believe you. But you got to look at the whole situation. When somebody is upset or emotional, they may say stuff that they don't mean, but they don't mean it. Maybe he acts like he doesn't know. But if somebody's just like, I don't care if you sleep with me or not, is that a true statement that she don't care if she sleeps with you or not? She cares.
Right. And going back to the fight that they had previous episode, right? Mm-hmm. When he was like, okay, I'm gonna leave, and she was like, okay, bye. And he was like, and then she texts like, well, I didn't really want you to leave. You already established, she has these abandonment issues from what happened the first time. So, and she's emotional. Why wouldn't you just stay? You're married, one. Why wouldn't you just stay in the other room? Like,
what is the problem?
And I think he's being manipulative when he's like, oh, I'm gonna leave. Like, he already knows, okay, she has that abandonment issue. So
then he's mad when she moves out of the apartment. Sir, if you want to live in your apartment, what am I doing?
Why am I staying here? Yeah. You want to go home to what you know. I'm gonna go home to what I know.
I don't know why you're upset that she moved out. I'm confused. I know she sometimes have some huge emotional issues, outbursts, responses, but you have to be responsible for how you push her into some of these situations. And you saying you're going to go home every 5 seconds, you don't feel comfortable sleeping with her unless you go get some, basically, because that's how I interpreted him saying, so we're going to be in the same bed because we always have fun together. But you don't want to do it when you don't want to do it. Sometimes you got to suck it up. And if you're not feeling good, stay in the apartment. You can't sleep in another bed for one night.
That's why they have
Stop playing. Stop it. So she's just like, well, I'm out too. Why am I staying in a place that I don't want to be in either? You don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
And I'm taking my spices.
Well, they come through this whole petty thing.
Oh,
that's how petty she is. But I'm like, I feel her on that. I'm not sitting here waiting on you. We could set up a date like normal people then. I'm at my house, you at your house. Let's meet up somewhere. Now you go home, I go home. That's it.
So using that to go to the conversation they had at the retreat, I will admit, I was with Michaela on this because I was confused on why he was okay with divorcing, but he's then not okay with coming back together to date.
He's not okay with that. He's just saying a whole bunch of stuff.
He's just saying stuff to make himself feel good, make her feel good as well. Trying not to look like the bad guy. That's how I see it.
I don't even know if he is purposely not trying to look like the bad guy. With Johnny, I feel like that's all on purpose. With Zach, I feel like he is
just confused,
as loopy as Michaela is sometimes, because he talks like this.
He does. I was sitting there like, what is he talking about? What is he saying?
And she doesn't seem mature enough to combat that. Like, instead of really just driving home, what does that mean, sir? I don't understand. You're married to me now, and you think that you're going to like me more if you're not married to me? And he's like, well, not in this process with all the cameras and stuff. Well, then why do we need to get a divorce? We can stay married. I'm still
going to be me.
Past decision day, see if it works, because maybe it's the cameras and this and that or whatever. That makes sense. No, you want to get a divorce to then date me. Sir, I'm not going to change who I am. So if you have a fundamental issue with me, it's not going to change if there's not cameras. It's not going to change. So I get her on that. And he was just like, but maybe outside of this. And so she's like, well, are you ready for marriage? And he's like, yes, I am ready.
I've been ready for since I was 17.
And so she's like, well, so if you're ready for marriage, then what's the issue here? I'm not ready for marriage with you. But then you want to date me? I don't what? Which one is it? Ugh. And he's like, so she was like, well, marriage is work. It's like, I know it's work, but this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I thought it was going to be. So what is work to you? What's work?
Again, he had this Johnny, perfect image of what marriage was, and it's not.
But what is that image? I don't know what that image is.
He has not verbalized that.
He's not perfect. Now, if you come into the table, you're doing everything. You're buying flowers, you're setting up dates, you're always present, you keep your word, you call, you text, you're respectful, you're this, then I'm gonna be like, dang, she got a good one and she messing it up. You don't do that. You go home every time you want to. You cancel dates just as much as she does. And I don't see you going above and beyond for this girl. So where's the perfect husband then in this scenario? If you ready and it's all her, where are you on the perfect scale? You're such a perfectionist. Sir, sit down with your young behind who said you ready for marriage. You can't even have a girlfriend. You date me and you set up a date with me. You go home and now you too tired to come back to come do a movie, but you could drive your young, nasty behind out in the middle of the sticks all the way back to Houston in the middle of the night. You ain't too tired.
Oh, Lori, what you hitting one there? Because yes, when you, yeah,
I know.
all of that, all of that, all of that.
We all over the place.
We all over the place.
Just like, sir, just say, yo, this is too much for me. Maybe I had a different perspective of what this was going to be. I'm out of my depths here.
Yeah. I'm a tap out.
I'm done. But you cannot get mad at this girl for some of the stuff that she does. I'm sorry. You can't. She has valid points. She just does not know how to, she don't know how to combat whatever she just goes.
Right.
Nutty.
Listen, so when at that conversation, her reactions definitely are not like appropriate. She needs a better way of expressing herself.
Yeah.
But when she was sitting there and she did all that, I thought, oh Lord, something flying.
Girl, that would have been me.
I know.
I was like, is there a bee, a wasp? I was like,
ooh. That's what I thought, right? They sitting outside, and then you just start seeing her doing all this. And so I'm thinking, oh shoot, something must be flying.
I'll be like, cut. We gotta film inside. Cut. Get it. I don't do flying stuff.
No, this was the girl spazzing out. She did that, jumped up, and was just like, y'all see what I mean? I just don't make it make sense. Which it didn't make sense.
It
but
did not
how she expressed herself.
But you can just say, sir, this makes absolutely no sense. What you're telling me right now. You figure out what you want to do. I'll figure out what I want to do, and we'll move on from there. That's the end of the conversation. What else are we talking about?
Because at that point, they both had said they've decided to get a divorce.
Right.
Okay. What?
Period. Done. Finished.
So fast forward. So that happened. She kind of spazzes out. Then, like Lori said, they had like this little game they were playing, most likely to like the superlative that you have from high school. And so what was hers was the who was the most petty, basically. Mm-hmm. And they pretty much, her and I think Ryan, people voted for him too. But Michaela was like, yeah, that's me.
That's me.
Admitting it. Girl, she was giving all her little secrets, talking about taking the baseboards. I forgot what else she said. She even brought up the spices.
That's so much effort to do all of that in your life.
It is.
I'm petty too, but
you're different, yeah.
But I'm not gonna go like removing baseboards. Just seems like the most random, hard act of vandalism that you can do. You can't just take off baseboards. I mean, you could take spices. That's easy.
It's easy.
You know.
She said something about dishwasher detergent. I think it was. She was going through her list of what I guess
of things that she actually did. Yeah, that stuff is not random.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I might need to take some notes. Yeah.
But y'all watch out. I'll watch.
So she had all of this going on, right? And so I watched Unfiltered after, so they talk about it, and they showed a clip of after. So they had that. Then I guess they had dinner.
Oh, and yes.
Zach was so he was laughing with her though when they were talking.
I think that was something else. That had to be something else.
You sure? Because he was laughing with her a little bit about the whole pettiness, because he knew. Yeah. And then they cut to dinner, and they show him just kind of. He was eyeing her.
Yeah.
Like
I think something else happened.
About to do something. It probably was, but it was just how he was looking at her though. But still, what would she have done for him to be like, he was watching his back? That's how he was kind of like keeping.
That's why he wanted to go. He was just like,
So that night they were having their little conversation again, and yeah, whatever. He was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. And she said, go. And then he was like, well, no, I wasn't saying that like I would leave. I want to make sure you get a ride back. Okay, he's trying to be a gentleman. I want to make sure we roll together. I'll make sure you get back. Now, it's 8 other people. So you can catch a ride back with somebody, you know. But he's going back and forth. They are going back and forth, which she did, like you're saying earlier. She
was just like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, I can ride back with you. That's what you want me to do. I can ride back with you. No problem.
And that was like,
he just told me that I could go. Well, if you want to go, you go. Go, sir. Go. I was just like,
I was sitting there like, okay, Zach, I'm with you on this one now. Like I was on team Michaela earlier. Now I'm on team Jack. Like, what in the world? She don't call her sister. This is like late at night. Talking about tell her sister, like, I need a ride, come pick me up, and blah blah blah.
As if you're not in a house full of people. I thought they were going home tomorrow. I didn't know they had one more little activity. So maybe that's why she wanted to leave. But it's like, girl, they all going to the same spot.
Y'all live in the same
Your car is at the apartment.
Yeah.
Met him there. So I was just like, okay. But she was probably just too upset to be like, I'm not going to go out here to the farm with y'all. I don't feel like it.
I guess. But that was a mess. So he gets up. He does leave. He's trying to leave. Let me say that. He's trying to leave. God. So as we said, Val was looking out the door like, what in the world's going on with these people? He got his suitcase ready to go. Michaela go and takes his suitcase and brings it back. I'm like, what? Why are you playing these games with this man? You don't told him to go. Let him go. And then hurricane case, category 5, hurricane category 6. Although I don't know what category she was at, but she just started going through a rampage through the house, like turning over benches, moving furniture.
But I was trying to understand what she wanted Ryan to do. So she went outside, they're talking to him. She goes to stand in front of his car, like, don't go. And so he was just like, just let me leave, please let me leave. And so then she was just like, well, you get in the car with him. You gonna let him go out in the dark?
But then Ryan was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm like, why are you yelling? Okay. I don't know. Like, what? You not moving, you know? Right. You. And then he was like, same place there. Man. He's an adult, which he is. If he's gonna go, I don't know what she thought Ryan was gonna do.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess I understand. I don't know what the distance was between Houston and where they are, but leaving late at night, that was her thing about staying. So he could have stayed and slept on the couch or something and just left early in the morning, because I think that was really what she was concerned about, was his safety.
But Blank Stare was already on that they all had to play rock, paper, scissors on that too. You on this like side, this, on this
L side. Part? He could have slept on the little L part, I guess.
That man was trying to get away as far as possible from this lady.
He was ready to go. That he had that adrenaline. So he was ready to go. So whatever that drive was, he was like, I'm gonna make it. I got to get away from this lady, because she is. Whew. But then all this happens, and then I don't know this for sure. I'm just saying. Next week they'll probably be right back together. It's like
it's a roller coaster. It's
They're
just
very toxic.
This, and I'm like, I can't.
Because at the beginning of this episode, they were all back lovey-dovey and making like things were working out, and it was just like, how long is this gonna last? That's what thing came to my mind. This ain't gonna last. And sure enough, it didn't. Lord, these two. So, like we said, right now look like on decision day, I think there's 2 yeses, 2 couples that's going to say yes, and I think potentially 1 couple that can make it. That's my prediction at this moment.
All right. This is just a hot mess.
Hot mess.
Hot mess. And I don't want to mention him, but no, I'm not gonna mention him. Never mind.
What? From so season?
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, y'all leave y'all comments down at the bottom. Tell us how y'all feeling.
I'm tired just from talking about this. This is exhausting, man. This is so exhausting. Watching other people lives. Let me go with my own life.
It used to be fun.
It used to when it was like cute couples that like you're like, oh. That's why Love on Stage is I go to
watch it.
Yeah, if y'all haven't, go watch it. Go look at least the YouTube previews and let that catch you on. But it's so really cute. It's cute.
So cute. And there's still stuff to talk about. You don't have to have fights and all this extra drama that they like to kind of stew up, it's still a great show. There's still stuff to talk about. There's still stuff to be like, oh, okay. And this is not necessary. None of this is necessary.
It's too much. So, too much.
I'm done.
All right, but we're gonna finish the season. I mean, we almost there, so we'll finish the season. So come back and watch our future videos. Catch up with the past recaps if you are watching, or you just happen to come across this video and you want to know what are they talking about. Well, what did happen? Go watch our old videos so you can catch up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can see all of our content. We talk about things reality, including our lives, and then reality TV like this show here. Yeah. But subscribe, share with friends, invite people into our queendom so you can share it with us. And before we leave, we like to remind all of our viewers to do what?
Protect your throne.
Yes. Michaela, girl, you need to protect yours. Get some help. Okay, bye guys.